The Game is in the building with us right now.
Yeah.
His Jesus piece.
Woo!
Got a Jesus piece.
Yo, so Game, please, I've been having a blast with the artwork you have for your new project. It's got people upset. Talk to us. Talk to us about this.
You know what? Basically, the artwork is just crazy. People say it's blasphemous and all of that. I mean, what really is blasphemous? Everybody got their own, take on Jesus, religion and all that. But nobody really seen Jesus. Nobody living here on earth, and nobody that I know has ever physically seen Jesus. So
But according to you, Jesus is black. He has a red bandana, a teardrop.
The reason I covered is the bandana is red because I'm obviously from that side of the rag. But I just covered his face because no one knows what Jesus looks like. So it wasn't just to put a red bandana on. It's because what does Jesus look like? And if he looks like anything, he's definitely black. Rosenberg,
True.
So
if my little baby Jesus wears a tuxedo T-shirt and plays lead singer for Skinner.
Yeah. So everybody, as long as you believe in Jesus,
so whatever your Jesus is.
Yeah.
Now, is the album kind of like going back and forth between the good in you and the bad in you because you have? Would you say you're religious, or you were brought up in a religious household, but then you're tempted all the time? Or
you know what? I just say, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. How else did Rosenberg get that stunning hair?
Thank you.
But,
stunning.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. But I believe in going to strip clubs, smoking a little bit, and chilling. So it's what the album is about. Trying to find that balance. You know what I'm saying, between life, religion, music, and the streets. Because I'm not changing who I am. You know what I'm saying, just because I got a belief in God. And then when you walk in a church, if you could just really see through everybody, it's some ratchetness going on in there. So, but I'm not nobody's judge. And the moment you start to judge somebody, you done already sin according to the Bible. So as soon as you say you don't like my artwork, then you're done. You're going to hell. So that's just it.
Boom. Already judging.
Yeah, you're judging me. Don't judge me.
Well, I like your joint Holy Water. Is that kind of the whole theme throughout the whole album?
Yeah, pretty much. About 98% of the albums like that, and all the features. What's dope is that everybody that that I got on the album, I talked to. We had conversations about their beliefs. Some people wouldn't get on certain songs.
Who?
Because,
like who?
There was a song that I had called Stripper, and it was about exactly what I said. Walking out of the strip club, walking out of church on a Sunday, and then we do know the strip clubs pop on a Sunday, so then going to strip club later on that night, and I tried to get Skateboard P on there, who was like a dope, that's like my homie, but he was gonna do it, but then he started thinking, he was like, man, I don't know, my mom's gonna think later, and so a couple people pulled out, but I understood it.
No, absolutely.
Religion is a touchy subject,
and it doesn't matter how rich or old you are. You got to answer to moms when you go home.
No,
Thanksgiving.
you definitely do. I had a lot of conversations with, my grandmother and my moms about it, and especially when the album cover came out. Like my grandma called, and she talks in third person, so she was like, grandmother, she doesn't really like, what you're doing right now.
She refers to herself in third person, but under the name grandmother, not her real name.
Yeah.
All right.
I was waiting for her name.
Fourth person.
That's almost fourth person.
It's like fourth person.
Her title.
So she called me. And I'm like sneaky, so I recorded the whole conversation, and I'm gonna use it on the album. I'll get clearance later on.
From grandmother.
From grandmother. I can't see her going,
take you to court.
Take you to court.
Yo, what if she does?
That'd be crazy. And then she would be 40 Glock's grandma.
Oh.
You see where we going?
Oh.
I'm quick with it, man. But yeah, I had conversations with my mom, grandma. They don't like some of the things, but I just told them, it's art and it's my music, and it's your mortgage. So calm down.
I'm gonna give you the perfect answer for them, because I use this too sometimes. God gave you the gift of having that art. God gave you that art. So if you don't use it, you're disrespecting God.
It's true.
Yeah, that sounds like a good way to get me slapped by my grandma. But it's cool. If it works for you and your grandma.
Grandmother
great.
will slap him.
I'm down with it. I'm down with it, Cipha, you my dude.
We got to go back to 40 Glock for a second. So the video was released. You did what you did.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Not everyone knows who 40 Glock is. Game,
okay,
let's
get into
and
it.
I'm doing this whole religious theme, and I actually believe in God and Jesus. So I had the guy smack him. You know what I'm saying?
God smacked 40 Glock.
Jesus pieces.
Okay, so you did that.
Keep it religious.
So there's a rapper named 40 Glock from the West Coast who had been saying things about Game for a while. Game saw him, smacked him up.
He looked like the devil, and I'm representing Jesus.
And
did you record it yourself?
I did it myself. Yeah.
While you were
left hand,
smacking
with my
him
left
out.
hand. And everybody, you know, and like my basketball homies like Kevin Durant and Van Davis, they always talk about I don't have a left hand. Well, now, you know, I recorded it with my
With his left hand.
Look at you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now 40 Glocc is suing you because he's saying that you flashed him with a gun or
Which
something
is
like
crazy.
that.
There was no guns. I got, you know how we do. You know, we relate to guns as like our biceps. So maybe that's what he was talking about. I don't know.
But no one flashed a piece?
Nah, no one flashed a piece, man.
Maybe in the melee he thought the camera in your left hand was a gun. Maybe the shine. It
Well,
was
I did
shining.
pull it out my pocket really quick and aggressive. So
I did feel bad for him, though. You don't watch the video and feel bad?
you know why I feel bad? Because I thought that like I had never I don't really know the dude. So I thought, you know, just the myth 40 Glocc. Like he ran up on Lil Wayne, he had Plies and Jamie Foxx trapped in the bathroom. Like, you know, these are things that would scare people, right? So I was like, when I was preparing to, you know, get guys smack him, I was like, damn, this is that guy. Like, okay, y'all right? Like,
What do you mean? Like right before? Like
right before
you
I'm
saw
thinking.
him and was preparing.
Yeah, I'm
You
talking.
didn't know what you were about to get into.
I'm talking to my left hand. I don't know because this is the guy. Like this is that guy. He, you know, he does this. So I'm like talking to my fists. I'm like preparing them, and you know, my feet. I'm walking slow, and then I got, you know, I put my dukes all the way up, and I was like, turn up, and then I guess he thought I said turn around because he turned around and ran. So he took off, man.
Well, is the beef over? I mean,
It's not a beef. It was like it happened that day, and it was done on
Why
that
did
day.
it happen that day?
It happened that day because he was out of place. You know what I'm
At that
saying?
moment or beforehand?
No, every time these guys talk, you know what I'm saying, especially the guys from Cali, I don't know why I'm always the one they want to try, man. I think
he
they think.
he loves beating up rappers from Cali. Remember
Yeah.
the story he told us last time?
but
about
Game's a
legendary
nice
artist?
guy. He's a nice guy.
I am a nice guy.
Yeah.
Kay knows this.
He's a nice guy.
I just dropped something
Unless
called
you're a
Holy
random
Water.
West Coast rapper, in which case you're getting your ass.
Yeah.
It might have some of them twice.
Yeah,
some of
man.
them twice or 3 times.
Yeah, but you know these guys, you know they talk on the internet and they don't think that you ever going to see them.
Right.
So, you know, a couple years passed, you know, and I saw him at a pool party, and you know, I had to do my thing.
You were like, remember that
And
tweet?
you know what messed it up for 40 Glocc? Who messed it up? Razzcast. Razzcast.
I don't want to say his name. He was already implying it.
But here it is. When I see these dudes, it all started with Yuck Mouth a long time ago. So
Yuck Mouth too?
Yeah, look.
Jesus, game.
Is anybody?
Hey,
from-
Who is safe out
So
there?
I seen Yuck Mouth I'm gonna tell you real quick. I seen Yuck Mouth in the club, and I was like, "Yo, what up with all that you was talking?" He was like, "Yo, that was for music. I wasn't tripping. I gave him a pass. I didn't do nothing to him." After that, he went on the internet. Yeah, Game was in the club. Ain't do nothing.
Damn.
So he messed it up for Razzcast.
No.
Razzcast messed it up for 40 Glocc. You see where I'm going? So now
Right.
when I
So
see him,
you
I
can't
can't
let
get,
that- you-
I can't
they set the precedent.
because you're gonna go to the internet and you're gonna talk about me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Oh, so I wonder
At
who's
all.
next. You
But I
just
do
wonder.
I do like those glasses.
For Obama, America,
Yeah,
baby.
We doing it.
How do you feel about Kendrick Lamar and his success?
Kendrick is dope, man. He's a good kid. You know, hence the title of the album. But he, you know, he's unconfrontational. He's dope. He from Compton. That's my little homie. You know, I helped him up on his way.
Because you had him on your album in the intro.
Yeah, but I took him and Nipsey Hussle on their first tour. I put Kendrick on his first mixtape. And you know, now he's doing his thing, which is dope.